LISC has provided internship opportunities for Prep for Prep students and alumni for many years. In 2007, LISC developed the Cashin Community Development Fellowship with the goal of preparing the next generation of community development leaders. Through the generous donation of Lisa and Dick Cashin, LISC New York City places 12 Prep for Prep students and alumni in paid summer internship positions each year. Several of the fellows have participated in more than one summer. LISC New York City has created a comprehensive program that provides additional training and support to the fellows as they learn about community development. Each summer, the fellowship kicks off with a 2-day orientation. Fellows learn the nuts and bolts of the industry, how communities interact with government, private sector, and the civic community, and begin to think about how the work of community development corporations shapes their neighborhoods. Midsummer, we bring the fellows together to share their experiences in the field and discuss in depth the work of community development, as well as conduct a career panel of young professionals in the industry to share their career paths. The summer fellowship experience culminates in a celebration and final presentation. Each fellow presents the work they completed over the summer and reflects on what the internship experience has meant to them. Lastly, each fellow is matched with a LISC mentor for the summer. The mentor offers guidance, support, and encouragement to the fellow throughout the summer and encourages the fellow to conduct informational interviews to learn from others in the industry. Overall, the Cashin Community Development Fellowship provides an opportunity for students to build their leadership skills and provides an on-the-ground experience in community development. The program also benefits the CDC field, which too often operates on limited resources with the dedication, energy, and idealism that interns bring to their work.
What makes the Cashin Fellows program so unique is that it's introducing young people from all walks of life, from all parts of the city to the field of community development, and really helping them to begin a path of finding their way and understanding and feeling good about the communities that they work in.
First year of the Cashin Fellow program, it was a bit of a mystery to students. When I approached them about the opportunity to work in community development, I got a lot of questions. What is community development? What would I be doing? The Cashin Fellow program has become a coveted internship within Prep for Prep. Rather than me approaching students to let them know about the opportunity to work within LISC, now I have students approaching me.
My experience as a Cashin Fellow made me more aware of the changes going on within my own neighborhood. I live in East Elmhurst, Queens, and within the past 10 years, the larger and the older houses on my block have been torn down to build housing complexes to accommodate 4 to 5 families. The workshops throughout the summer and my experience at St. Nick's gave me insight into the driving forces behind this change. I don't look at the apartment buildings as just buildings, but as housing units that hundreds call their home. And I wonder what my neighborhood will look like in another 10 years, and also wonder how the needs of East Elmhurst will change to accommodate all of our new residents.
HCCI and LISC both really had a huge impact on the way I look at the world around me. Before, it was easy to say that there are things wrong in the community and say that things could be better, but working at LISC really helped me pinpoint what were those aspects that made a community not quite as good as it could be.
Prior to the beginning of the Cashin Community Development Fellowship Program, I had the opportunity to intern at LISC New York City after I graduated from high school through Prep for Prep Professional Advancement Services. I returned the following summer as a member of the inaugural cohort of the Cashin Community Development Fellowship. My internship experience at LISC has changed the way I view my community. I'm no longer a passive observer. I look more critically at the socioeconomic issues in my community and not only identify the pervasive problems, but try to understand the root and brainstorm ways that I can positively affect change.
Cashin Fellows program has been a phenomenal experience for me personally and professionally. It's enabled me to meet young people who are extremely creative, great critical thinkers, and those who are really committed to doing economic development and thinking about ways that they can empower those residents and constituents that live in communities where they come from.
Cashin Fellow has been a perfect partnership for our CDC. It has bridged the gap between the community development that West Harlem does and service learning.
The introduction of a Cashin Fellow to the work that we do has been tremendous and critical in increasing our reach into the community. It has helped us build our capacity in terms of rolling out initiatives, in looking at the ways in which we are thinking about our social media campaigns. And I think that the Cashin Fellows in particular represent the young, bright, and talented young adults of today.
My experience as a Cashin Fellow really cemented my desire to work for the common good and to do things that will directly help people and help communities.
A lot of people don't know this, but this is my 4th year in the program as a Cashin Fellow, and it's been a wonderful opportunity for me. Prior to being in the Cashin Fellowship program, I thought I wanted to do child psychology or something else. But after being in this program, I realized that community and urban development is really where my passion is. And I would have never known that or had that experience had I not been a Cashin Fellow in this program.
After my summer at LISC, I went on to study child development at Tufts. And one of the things that I've brought to that is really a big emphasis on the community aspect of education. I've worked for 2 years in Jumpstart, which is an AmeriCorps program teaching in preschools. And I was really fortunate to be, most of the preschools are set up in community centers. So a lot of the stuff that I learned from LISC, I was able to pass forward in education.
The most valuable thing I learned from my experience as a Cashin Fellow is that it's really important to have these connections and to make connections with others and the different organizations, so that way we can kind of come together and do something great to really affect those who really need it and to even help ourselves in ways that we didn't even realize.
You're already seeing the impact. I think the oldest alum of the program are just 1 or 2 years out of college, but you see in their career choices that this has made a tremendous difference in their lives. You've seen alumni go into community development working at LISC. You've seen alumni of the program going to work in foundations. You've seen alumni of the program going to work within public health. It's just the beginning, and I look forward to seeing the long-term impact on the program and on the Prep for Prep community.
I'm a college freshman, and I'm taking classes that can lead to a career path in the community development field. I think that this could be a possible career path for me because there is so much work to be done and so many aspects to community development, you could never be bored with your job. Every day you're helping a community become better for its inhabitants, and it's a rewarding feeling you get every day.
Although I'm still not entirely sure about what I want to do for my career, I know that I definitely want to work for a while at a more local level with communities that are affected by social injustices or just general problems.
After I graduated from UNC Chapel Hill, I accepted a job at LISC New York City because I wanted to learn from the leaders in the field, challenge myself to be an involved citizen, and gain hands-on experience. I've truly come full circle. Now I'm an administrator of the Cashin Community Development Fellowship Program and also a manager of the Cashin Fellow. This job for me is not only an opportunity to give back to my community, but also give back to LISC, whose staff nurtured me professionally since I was 17, and also to give back to Prep for Prep through my direct involvement with younger alums. I'm eternally grateful to Lisa and Dick Cashin, and especially Lisa for her kind words, support, and immense generosity.